What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another Dysit video. If you enjoy this content or any of my videos, be sure to hit that sub button, ring the bell for notifications, and share this video with a friend. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm sure as every Call of Duty fan is aware, Resurgence is returning in Season 2 no matter what. It could be at the end, it could be at the beginning. Now, in my hopes and many other hopes, we're all hoping that it's at the beginning. Here are my biggest concerns a little bit that I have for the Resurgence mode. Is one, a bad map. If the Resurgence mode has a bad map and it's not a good feeling map and it's not as good as Al Mazrah, that could really be some problems for everyone because everyone is really needing a good Resurgence map, especially to bring back a large sum of the Warzone community that doesn't enjoy regular BR. Now, one of my favorite changes that is coming is 1v1 gulags, which I think would help the game out tremendously. I think Al Mazrah needs 1v1 gulags, and I never really understood why it got taken away. With that being said, Raven Software has said that they're going to listen to the community, and there's going to be a lot of other changes, such as movement changes, and weapon balancing. I hope personally that they fix the TTK and make it a little bit lower. So far, I feel like I get melted in 3 bullets, which just doesn't really make sense for a battle royale. And I think it would absolutely make this game perfect, because honestly, that is one of my only issues right now, is I feel like I can't really compete with people because I feel like the TTK just eliminates me a little bit too fast. Now, one of my main concerns for Rebirth Island is that none of these changes are going to happen. You wouldn't be able to play it while running. You wouldn't be able to run away from enemies, and the TTK will remain the same. That is really my only worry for Resurgence. No matter what, I feel like this game would be good right now with a Resurgence mode, just because it does play good, but it doesn't play as good as it should. This game should be a top 5 battle royale of all time, and it's just not because of certain mess ups and different glitches and bugs. But that doesn't mean it can't get there. I've probably been the most critical about this game more than anybody else. I can promise you I've hated on this game more than 90% of the community out there. My only worry for Al Mazrah going forward is that they don't release the Resurgence mode, honestly, right off rip. Al Mazrah is a great map, but it will die off if they do not get a Resurgence map out the beginning of Season 2, not Season 2 Reloaded. It needs to come out right then and there. Otherwise, Al Mazrah is dead because people, no matter the changes, do not like large BRs, and a large lump sum of your creators and player base only like Resurgence. If you take a look at Resurgence creators, they were the most viewed more than any other Caldera creators or large BR creators because Resurgence is a fast-paced game mode that everyone can enjoy and sit back, relax, and watch. It was entertaining to watch. You saw many clips that you really don't get in BRs. There was just a million different things you would see that aren't necessarily happening in BRs no matter what. It could be the best battle royale of all time, and you still would have clips happening in Rebirth that you would never see in a regular battle royale, such as large kills. People were getting 3 teams out, which is almost, it's better than a quad. Like, let's say it was a trio, they would knock out 3 trios in a row. Like, that stuff just isn't really happening in a regular BR. Number one, because you gotta loot and you gotta do all these other things, and you know, a lot of people are spread out because it's a large map, but also because people in BR take it a little bit more serious. In Rebirth, it was more running around with your head cut off like a chicken and just trying to get as many kills as possible. That's what I'm really excited for, though, is I honestly think this game could get revived, but I'm just hoping that it's not too late. A lot of players have already left. A lot of players aren't going to give it a chance because they're tired of how Call of Duty has been for the last, I don't know how many years. A lot of players are just kind of over it. But from what I've heard from my sources and people I know in the industry is that this is going to change Call of Duty forever. This is one of those updates that should have already been in the game but wasn't. This is the update making it basically Warzone 1 but just Warzone 2, which is what everyone wanted, in my opinion, and in the many others' opinions for this Warzone 2 game, is just Warzone 1, but everything that was bugged and wrong with Warzone 1 is fixed in this new game. And that's honestly what we didn't get. They dropped basically everything we knew and loved from Warzone 1 and kind of just scrapped it. That's why I'm very excited for this update. I hope you guys are too. I know I've been critical about this, and I can tell you right now, I'm still worried for Call of Duty dying because there has been a lot of players leaving the game. But at the end of the day, a new Resurgence mode coming out, fixes to the TTK, armor fixes, different movement updates that are supposedly coming out. I honestly think this could be a big change for this game, and I am very, very excited. And I'm really hoping that it's not just Call of Duty getting our hopes up again for a game that just is lackluster.